keyboard is not working, right? Yes.
Yes, the other is working.
Maybe I have to play the machine.
Really?
Play completely wrong sound.
Is something wrong with the shaker?
I mean,
Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopinatha, Radha Gopinatha, Radha Gopinatha, Shri Radhe. Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Radha Madhava ki jai, Shri Giraj Gordhan Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. May I ask you to move a little bit closer? Because all of you sit very far.
Yeah.
So we had some kind of proximity. Okay, so today we continue reading from the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and the answer of Krishna to the question of Arjuna's question, how the person in Krishna consciousness looks like. How can I recognize him? What does it mean? Because Krishna spoke to him that you have to act in Krishna consciousness. So Arjuna is asking, at least show me, explain me, how can I know it? So Krishna, we started to read the answer already 1 week ago, and we read the past verses, we read only Sanskrit now, instead of Mangalarati. And then we continue with verse 263, okay? So if you have a book, you can start from 254. We start from a question of Arjuna. 254. Lakshman Prabhu.
Verse 2?
254. Can I help you? Second chapter, verse 54. Okay?
Mark, you have it? Yeah, one left.
Arjuna Uvacha Sthita Pragyasya Ka Bhasha Samadhisthasya Keshava Sthitadhi Kim Prabhasheta Kim Asita Vrajeta Kim Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Prajahati Yada Kaman Sarvan Partha Manogatam Atmanyeva Atmana Tushta Sthita Pragyastadochyate Dukkheshvanudvignamana Sukheshu Vigata Spriha Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha Sthita Dhir Muniruchyate Ya Sarvatra Nabhisnehas Tattat prapya shubha shubham Nabhinam datina dveshti Tasya pragya pratishtita Yada samharate chayam Kurman ganiva sarvasha Indriyan indriyartebhyas Tasya pragya pratishtita Vishaya vinivartante Niraharasya dehinam Raso varjam rasopyasya Param drishtva nivartate Yatato hyapi kaunteya Purushasya vipaschita Indriyani pramadhini Haranti prasabham manam Tani sarvani samyamya Yukta asita matpara Vashehi yasyendriyani Tasya pragya pratishtita Dhyayato vishayam pumsam Sangasteshu pajayate Sangat sanjayate kama Kamat krodo bijayate. So we start from today's verse. 263. Okay. Krodhat bhavati sammoham Sammoha smriti vibramam Smriti brahmshad buddho nasho Buddhi nashad pranashyati. Nice, huh? Nice verse. Very nice. Word by word, read many times. Krodhat bhavati sammoha Sammohat smriti vibrama Smriti brahmshad buddhi nasho Buddhi nashat pranashyati. Lakshman Prabhu. Krodhat bhavati sammoha Sammohat smriti vibrama Brahmshad.
My glasses are not working correctly. Brahmshad buddhi nase.
Smriti brahmshad buddhi nasho
Buddhi rasa
Buddhi nasa pranashyati. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. What did you say?
Yes, it's something wrong with glasses. Maybe my eyes are tired.
Krodhat bhavati sammoha Sammohat smriti vibrama Smriti brahmshad vidhi nasho Buddhi nasha pranashyati. Hare Hare Krishna. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Samohat smriti vibrama. Smriti bramshat buddhi nasho. Buddhinashat pranashyati. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Samohat smriti vibrama. Smriti bramshat buddhi nasho. Buddhinashat pranashyati. Mataji, do you want to try?
Krodhat bhavati sammoha.
Krodhat bhavati sammoha.
Sammohat smriti vibhramaha.
Sammohat smriti vibrama.
Smriti pranashat buddhinasho.
Smriti bramshat buddhi nasho.
Buddhinashat pranashyati.
Buddhinashat pranashyati. Thank you very much. Here in this format, it's called anustup. This kind of verse. It consists of 8 syllables. Yeah. So there are generally two kind of verses in Bhagavad Gita: tristup and anustup. So, but in Sanskrit generally we have 2 kinds of syllables. One is lahu, and one is guru. Unlike the other languages, guru sounds longer. And there are few short rules how to make it longer or shorter. You know this, yes? No? So, for example, there are syllables which are always guru, like o and e. So they're always guru, so you read them always long. Then you have transformation of o is ao, because you add one sign. And transformation of e is I. So they're also guru, long syllables. And the next rule is when you have two consonants, the sound before that becomes guru. For example, sammohat. So the first a becomes guru because the next is double M. Sammo. So you see 3 guru signs. Sammohat smriti vibrama. So, and then one more, maybe we don't take too many rules. One more rule: when you have anusvara and visarga signs, this dot above, point above M and point above, below ha. So that also makes it guru. So, and we can make exercise. What is guru, what is lahu, just maybe for a couple of words. For example, buddhi nashat. Who wants to try? You can say guru, lahu, lahu, guru. Buddhi nashat.
U should be guru in buddhi. U.
Guru, yes.
In nasha. And also o in nasha. O.
And he is lahu. So it's buddhi nashat. So you read it like this. So some of Sanskrit verses, they are read not according to the number of syllables, but according to the structure of this guru lahu, guru lahu sounds, and that is called Aryan poetry. So Aryan, they're more complex. You count the quality of each syllable, not the number of that. So we can see that Bhagavad Gita, as whole Mahabharata, is more simple structure, because Vyasadeva was originally making it for people of lower intelligence, like us today. So we can read. So this Anustup is very easy. 8 syllables, pom 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 pom. Okay, so let's try to read word by word translation. Krodad, from anger. Bhavati, takes place. Sammoha, I'm sorry, I'll try to read correctly. Sammoha, perfect illusion. Sammohat, from illusion. Smriti, of memory. Vibhrama, bewilderment. Smriti Brahmshat, after bewilderment of memory. Buddhinasha, loss of intelligence. Buddhinashat, from loss of intelligence. Pranashyati, one falls down. Interesting, yeah? So when we fall down, we always experience that we feel not good. Correct? That is a fall down symptom. Oh, probably I did something wrong. Oops, I said something wrong, etc., etc. So when the wives, there is in Srimad Bhagavatam part when the wives of Ravana come to the battlefield, and Ravana is killed along with all his Rakshasas, soldiers, and then they cry, the wives, and they say, "Oh, you are the tears of the universe." He loves them. They love their husbands, although they made all the universe suffering. Eh? This is how material people are. Eh? They don't really look at what quality. They just can nourish bad things in those they love. Eh? So we are not supposed to be like that. This is why when you come to the temple, some people it's very hard because devotees say, "Oh, you don't do like this, you don't do like that," because this is the way you get training. Huh? So if you patient enough and humble enough, you'll become very good devotee very soon. But sometimes people run away and come back a few times, and then it gets better. Yeah. So what those wives said? They said, "Oh, my dear husband," the wife of Ravana said, "Oh, my dear husband, you fell down because of what? Because of lust." She was thinking that the beginning of his fall down was the lust. So what was her logic? Her logic was that her husband was that strong that nobody could defeat him. So she thought that maybe if not this Sita, maybe you would conquer Rama. You see? That is demoniac thinking. They think, I still have to be stronger than God. And then it goes together with this verse because it's about the fall down. So let's try to read the translation. From anger, complete delusion arises. And from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. And when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. So there are different kind of elevation. One is demoniac elevation, when you accumulate power to rise above others. That's the demoniac way. This is how Ravana was rising. And people do the same way. They think, I get more money, I get more knowledge, I get more muscles, and I get more beautiful, I'm gonna be the best. But actually the rise implies the service. The higher is your position, the higher is responsibility. Mostly any position, and somebody in service rises to the highest platform, his responsibilities increase. So actually he doesn't get, but he loses. He has to serve more, in the sense. It's not for his own pleasure. So we have to be aware of that. So the moment when a person meets dharma, the value of dharma in his life, dharma comes with a big minus. Because all other things we accept as for our own benefit. For example, kama or artha, this good quality, that good quality. But dharma means you take something from you, something valuable, your time, your effort, your knowledge, your money, whatever you have, and you give it to others in the form of service. From that moment, when the person discovers what is his dharma, which way he is serving, giving himself, he becomes a human. So when we discuss, for example, in ISKCON, when we discuss that we have to be servant, there are also two ways of discussing that. The material way and transcendental way. So material way, you discuss it as dharma. You say you have to serve. You don't have to do it for yourself, but give. Find your service, do it nicely. Be a good devotee. This is at purificational stage. We have to do like that. For the materially, because material conditioning, it has a different degree. For example, when you have strong material desires, material conditioning is strong. Yes? And what is prescribed then for those who are materially conditioned? Microphone. I think Subhadra Mataji knows what to say.
Yes, I'm sure.
Kama sarva kama va moksha kama dhardi. Tirena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Whether one has all material desires or no material desires, one should engage in devotional service with full determination.
Okay, very nice. So for those who have material desires, they have to engage in devotional service. So that practice is called karma yoga. So you perform karma, but the fruits you dedicate to the Lord. At some point you become, your heart, from that process your heart becomes more and more pure, because you perform your duty. You don't perform your duty for your pleasure. It takes patience. You don't want to do something, but you say, okay. Like one friend in India, he explained to me, like we in India, when something agitating us, and from inside we are like, woo, but we say, okay, let's do it. So the devotees acted in the same way. So it takes some effort to perform our duty. It's not easy. But by that process, our heart becomes purified. So less and less we do it for our own profit, you see, for our own egoistic pleasure, but for something higher. And after the heart is purified, it becomes pure. Pure heart means that you lose interest to the material desires. Hare Krishna. And what happens at that stage? Yes, and next stage, from that stage?
And realize Krishna.
No, not yet. You can use microphone.
Your responsibility grows.
Your responsibility grows with every growth of your quality. We don't realize it that we actually grow for service. We mostly, because we have some demoniac inclinations, we desire to grow for our pleasure. Is it not true? But actually we grow for the service. But when the heart is pure, what happens next to the person? Which stage he comes? I'll give hint. So,
Taste from spiritual.
not yet, but it's close. Spiritual is a good word. Enlightened? It's a good word, but we need to be more specific. Faith is very nice, but it's more specific. In some way, but we need to be more specific.
Come on, don't be so specific.
Okay, so from the stage of karma yoga, we come to the stage of jnana yoga, because the pure heart can accept the transcendental knowledge. When the heart is not pure, transcendental knowledge has no place there. You understand? Because this person is only thinking about, oh, I need this car, I need this car, I need this woman, I need to divorce, I need to marry, I need this, I need that. But the person whose heart became pure, he understands, he starts to understand, he becomes Purusha Vipaschita. You remember? That somebody who can discriminate. So this is why the stage of transcendental knowledge is also called Vairagya. So you go loose from rag, from attachment. Vairagya. So, but here we read in verse 62, the previous stages, that this anger comes from karma, and karma comes from attachment, from rag. So from the anger, krodhat bhavati sammoha. Krodha comes from krodha comes the bewilderment of mind. So we know when somebody is angry, it's useless to reason with him. We have to wait till the fumes go away a little bit, and then we can speak to this person. So the experienced people, they know that Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Lalita Shaka Devi ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki, Shri Shri Gaura Nitai ki jai, Gaur Premanand, Hari Go, Hare Krishna. Okay. Today our Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, they travel with Srila Prabhupada to Amsterdam, Ratha Yatra. So they lead Ratha Yatra in Amsterdam. Very, very important. Yes. Actually, this Ratha Yatra is like a shine of hope, because when you enter the street, before you enter the street is just completely materially, I don't know how to describe it, it's very ugly actually, very bad feeling. And when Harinam starts to sound, the mridangas, the mantra, and then Lord Jagannath comes with the spiritual world comes, and then Hare Krishna. When the spiritual world comes, then for many of those people who are on the streets, they're actually in shock. They're actually in shock because they don't understand what's going on. Oh, Prabhuji, you join us?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Do you need more? We read the verse 263. So for many of those people, they experience such a shock that they start asking, what's going on actually. And then some of them, they will even become devotees as a result of meeting Radhayatra. So it's very important that we do it. Like once I had this experience, Karunamai Mataji, she used to bring always big suitcases full of mala from Bengal. Like she comes from India, like with big suitcases packed with chanting japa malas. And then she brings the suitcases to Harinam, to Radhayatra, and then she was selling. You can buy a big bunch of, such a big bunch of chanting malas for 50 euros. So I was buying and then walking next to Radhayatra and teaching people how to chant and selling it. So, and if you try on your own to do it, nobody will take any mala. But because you do it next to Lord Jagannath with his powerful kirtan, because 300 devotees sing, and then everybody was taking. I don't remember how many I distributed. 400, 500 malas. Just people take it, you know. You come, you say, do you have any spiritual practice? They say, no. I say, oh, you have to do this, like this, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They say, oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes. And then you do it one time every day. You understood? Do you do like this? And you can donate. So everybody donated and took mala and took mantra. So we distributed 2 full suitcases. But without Harinam, I think it's impossible. Try and do it. Like nobody wants to stop it. Holy name has such interesting influence. When devotees sing together, it's very powerful. Also, some devotees, like when you, for example, visit Govardhan and you stay there, some devotees, they tell that they had some very bad problem in heart, some attitude, some anger or some pride. And just by coming to Govardhan, it became loose and disappeared. And it became visible to them and it let them free. It's like very old sinful reaction goes away. And the same effect has Radhayatra. Many people, many devotees who just dance with that, they just like visited Govardhan or went around him many times just by dancing with Radhayatra for 1 hour. You progress like in 10 lifetimes. So such incredible things. And especially these deities of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, they come back home. From here they go back home to Amsterdam because they were installed in Amsterdam by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada installed them personally. So it's also important. So, Krodhat Bhavati Sammoha. So those people who become victims, because when we become angry, we become victims. Anger is a subtle entity that parasites on our subtle body. So once it's there, it came inside, it will provoke you to become angry again. And if your psychic is weak, you become provoked. And then, for example, you hold strong. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. You hold strong and you are not angry for 1 week. And then this subtle entity feels that it's dying. And it will provoke you to become angry for nothing. And then it gets more nourishment. So this is why it's dangerous if we become psychologically weak. We become victims to many things like anger as well. So, and when the person angry, anger comes from where? From lust. So when we are lusty, that will mean automatically that we are angry. Because when we are lusty, we will be angry with our circumstances. we will say, oh, everything is wrong. That is wrong, this is wrong. That is confirmation. Everything is wrong, and that means actually anger. And that means that our mind is not working properly. So when we are lusty, that means that we are angry, that means that our mind is not working. How a person is supposed to read Bhagavad Gita when he is lusty? No, he is mad. He is mad about something stupid, and then he needs to wash his brains. So, but this is not the end. Once you become sammoha, you become bewildered, smriti vibrama, you forget things. That means your intelligence literally goes down. It takes actually a lot to bring intelligence up. It takes a lot of effort. And people read a lot, they associate a lot, study, put so much work, and then you easily, boom, and you fall down. Actually, Srila Prabhupada, he was warning that those who chant Hare Krishna, they have no right to become angry at all. You know about it? You know why? Because when we chant Hare Krishna, we accumulate enormous power. Influence is very strong. And once your influence is strong and you become angry on somebody, that person loses chance to be engaged in devotional service for many lifetimes. Unconsciously, it's working like a curse. So you curse a person and you fall down yourself because you are not up to that level. This is how we can practice Krishna consciousness, not going very high. You understand? Because we undermine it by our own action. And we actually do a lot of harm. Because once we are angry with someone, that person, no chance he will progress happily. That means yoga. Somebody is angry with us, means constant yoga. Wherever he thinks about us, it's a bad wish. It's a bad wish. It's the same like once Yudhishthira was performing this Rajasuya Yagya. And Lord Krishna came there. And Lord Krishna brought his conch shell and put it on the ground. And he said, if your Rajasuya Yagya is successful, this conch shell will blow by itself. So they put it, they made very nice Yagya, all arrangements are there. And then Yudhishthira comes to Krishna and says, it doesn't blow. And Krishna answers, okay, what you have to do, you and Bhima, you go and find out who was not happy about your Rajasuya Yagya. So they look so much and they cannot find. And there was a happy one dog eater, some Shvapacha person, but Vaishnav, who was living outside the city. He couldn't come to Rajasuya Yagya, and somehow he felt unhappy. And this conch shell didn't blow. It's an interesting example because, for example, we have good community, but one person is left aside. The conch shell will not blow. Same like in a big family. You're all happy and one is not. It's actually affecting all family. This is why in Krishna consciousness we were sensitive to any change of mood of any devotee. Like devotees in the temple are all mystically empowered. You know, we know that, yes? They read the minds, they read everything, and they immediately feel, oh, are you okay, Prabhuji, Mataji, are you okay? because we start to live like one organism. By devotees do not actually operate through the super soul anymore. They don't need it. You know that, yes? Super soul is acting locally, but devotees operating through Chit Shakti. Chit Shakti comes and empowers them to know more than Super Soul can know. So this is why they are very, how to say it, they are very sensitive to the happiness of others. This is a quality of devotee. He is not necessarily very intelligent like Einstein. He doesn't need it. But he feels happiness of other person because his heart is pure. It's interesting, yeah? So how we can know it? For example, you can test it. You can choose a person and concentrate on, but not by your mind, by your heart. What does this person feel? And you immediately, that would be as if you enter the body of this person and you look from inside. And you feel the pain, the joy. You feel what Krishna feels about us. So it is all accessible for devotees. So this is why we are not allowed to be angry. So Bhima and Yudhishthira went immediately to this Shvapacha Vaishnava and wanted to take him to the palace. And he was scared when he seen Yudhishthira and Bhima because he is such the lowest person in the world, and the king himself comes and he says, no, please don't come here. Don't look at me. I'm not deserving that you even look at me. They say, but you didn't come to our yagya. He said, yes, I came. I was collecting leaves after people throw prasadam, and I was eating from there, so I'm happy. I don't need anything. Please leave me alone. Still, they insisted, and Bhima said, now you listen, you go with us. They bring him to the palace, and then they serve him nice prasadam, and Draupadi was cooking for him, nice preparations. And this Shvapacha didn't allow them to do abhishek to him. But then Krishna came and said, no, you allow. So they washed his feet. They just put him in the nice clothes. So this half scared man, half to death scared, he took all the prasadam, put in one bowl and mixed and ate it. So after he's left, Yudhishthira comes to Krishna and says, dear Krishna, we did our best, the conch shell is still not blowing. What's wrong? Krishna said, that means there is some offense. So they talked among themselves, and they came again and said, what about us? We thought nothing bad, we felt nothing wrong. What's wrong? And then Draupadi had to confess. She said, I was working so hard, cooking these nice preparations, but he put it in one bowl, mixed it, and ate it like that. So she felt offended, and this is why the bowl didn't blow. So you see how far it goes, huh? It's very subtle. You even do good thing to a person and you're angry because the other person cannot be happy the way you want him to be happy. But it's all about not trying to be God, huh? Not trying to control. You just do your thing and okay, he eats like this, okay, Haribol. So Krishna said then, then you have to bring him back and ask him why he did like that. So they brought him back again, this half to death scared man again. They scared him again. And then they asked him, why? Why did you eat like this? All these nice preparations, why didn't you taste? He said, I thought that the Lord has eaten already, so he enjoyed. So these are just remnants, so I can quickly finish what he had enjoyed from. So his attitude was Vaishnava attitude, so it was not offensive. And then Draupadi's heart was changed, and the conch shell blew. And this blow of conch shell means has many things in it. Huh? It's auspiciousness, it's victory, it's happiness, it's Krishna, it's so many things, all the blessings. So the Krishna consciousness means the conscious blowing, goes on. And we need to find these meat eaters in our life, around us, that we left aside, and change our attitude, at least to change our attitude towards them. Not to be angry, not to criticize, because we tend. That tendency is natural. Material existence means endlessness. So as long as we have body, endlessness comes automatically. So we see it, we just don't support it, we don't nourish it. It comes, okay, and then we reverse it to something else. So the samoha smriti vibrama, so the memory goes away, you don't remember anything. So when the memory is gone, you, like, I don't know even how to call such a person. He doesn't remember anything. He is psychologically sick. He is sick. And then smriti bramshat buddhi nasho. And then he becomes completely mad. And buddhi nasho pranashyati. And then the fall down comes. So the whole process is described. In the same way we get Krishna consciousness. In the same, absolutely same way. So, dhyayato vishayam pumsa, we meditate on Krishna. Sangaste shukvajayate, through associating, of thinking about Krishna, we get attachment. We get attachment because Krishna is real, but he is transcendental. This is why the mind, he cannot meditate on false Krishna. Even when you meditate on false Krishna, because he is real, he makes you, he creates attachment to him. So you become attached. And then from Sangat Sanjayate Kama, and then you get actually the taste. You get desire of being in Krishna consciousness. Kamat krodho bijayate. That means you become disappointed when you cannot enjoy Krishna consciousness. It's finished. Oh, I have to go to work. It's anger. So it's in the positive sense. Then krodhat bhavati sammoha. When you're disappointed about going into material life, you forget that intelligence. You understand? The bewilderment comes. You act strange. Instead of going to work, you go to temple. Instead of going to football match, you go to Harinam. And why you go on Harinam? What strange clothes you have. So you become mad transcendentally. Samoha smriti vibrama. And then you start to forget about material life. It's forgetting. Yeah? So, and we can also put parallel with these stages of Shraddha, Sadhusanga, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivriti, Nishta. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was explaining how to connect these levels with chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You remember how? So how Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains Nishta. He says you are on Nishta level, Nishta Bhakti level, means that at any time of day you can sit and chant Hare Krishna with full absorption. You just, okay, now I have free time, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. That is Nishta Bhakti. Then Ruchi means the desire, the idea that you want already to chant constantly. You don't chant constantly yet, but you want. That, and you have real desire, you really want. Oh, I want to chant more. That is Ruchi. Then Asakti means you are disappointed when you have to stop chanting. So that is Krodhat Bhavati Samoha, Samoha Smriti Vibrama. And then and then further you go already to completely transcendental levels. Bhava. It's interesting that the bhava is also, you can break in many stages. The lowest stage of bhava is called sattva. Sattva means that you are very peaceful inside. That is actually the bottom of bhava. So when you become peaceful, that is just before you get real bhava. And then the next level of bhava is called, I think, hava. So it's from bhava to hava. And that is when you start to feel ecstasy. To feel ecstasy. So the first level is characterized by heart which is not in trouble. So you're happy by having your heart not in trouble. But by having that ecstasy, you get the trouble of wanting Krishna. And then, Hare Krishna. And then, okay, we have to stop. Grantara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Guru Arati ki jai. Continue next time.
राज करता Radhana Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shirati. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Prabhu Nityananda Shri Radhadesh Shri Vasi Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Vinasham Kunda Dhatam Giri Gopal Ki Devi Dharma Durudham Ki Srinat Mahipurdam Ki Shri Radhadesh Ki Rangamai Gurmai Ki Tulsi Maharani Bhakti Devi Ki Gaura Brahmande All glories to Seven Devotees. All glories to Seven Devotees. All glories to Seven Devotees. Glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaura. You seen the short course? You gonna dance? Namaste Narashraya. Namaste Narashraya. Pralada Lada Daine. Shila Tankana Kalaye. Nito Nishimo, Parato Nishimo. Yato, yato, yamitato nishimo. Mahi nishimo, hidaye nishimo. Narashingamadin sharanam prapade. Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Shingadev Jaya Nrsingadev, Jaya Nrsingadev, Jaya Nrsingadev, Jaya Nrsingadev. Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari, Jaya Narahari. Jaya Lakshmi Nrsinga, Jaya Lakshmi Nrsinga, Jaya Lakshmi Nrsinga, Jaya Lakshmi Nrsinga. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Anybody said happy?
So, after a nice kirtan and a nice Nrsingadev prayer, now we go for reading of the Krishna book for like till 8:15, and then there will be bhajans here in the temple room, and 10 to 9 is the last darshan. Ooh. So, if you'd like to join in the Krishna book reading, it's all in English. Please take a seat. We have more books and stands if you like. Your book is over there, don't you? Right. Okay. Het is Ratra Yatra in Amsterdam at the moment. Okay. So, before we start, we always sing the prayers of the invocation. Would you like to sing? No? Why not? Come on.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rakshama. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rakshama. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Paima.
Krishna 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 Parinam.
Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshama. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Paima.
Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Parinam.
Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshama. Hare Krishna. I don't have the song text.
Thank you for singing. You don't want to read also?
I didn't bring my glasses. I just sit here.
It's okay. So, like every evening, we're reading from the Krishna book. If you need glasses, there's here some.
They're yours.
Yeah, they're certainly not mine, they're ladies. But if you don't want it, so. Alright, so we are reading from the Krishna book. This is a summary study of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam by the one and only Srila Prabhupada. And we are at page 920. Ooh, we're almost in the end. So, where are we? After this, Lord Krishna and Arjuna entered a vast spiritual water. So it's the super excellent power of Krishna. And what's the super excellent about it? Well, they're retrieving the children of the Brahmana and they have to go all the way to Lord Vishnu. The spiritual water is called the Karana ocean, which means that this ocean is the origin of the creation of the material world. This place is also known as Viraja, because it's free from the influence of the three qualities of the material world. In the Mrityunjaya Tantra, a Vedic scripture, there's a vivid description of this Karana ocean, or Viraja. It is stated there that the highest planetary system within this material world is Satyaloka, or Brahmaloka, beyond which are Rudra Loka and Mahavishnu Loka. Regarding this Mahavishnu Loka, it is stated in the Brahma Samhita, I will try. Ya karanarnava jale vachyati sma yoga nidram ananta jagat andaya karanarnava jale bhagavati sma. Oh, that's right, okay. Oh, wow. Andasa roma kupaha. Oh, la la. Okay, sorry. It's a problem. Lord Mahavishnu is lying in the Karana ocean. When he exhales, innumerable universes come into existence. And when he inhales, innumerable universes enter within him. In this way, the material creation is generated and again withdrawn. And when Lord Krishna and Arjuna entered the water, it appeared there was a strong hurricane of transcendental effulgence blowing. And the water of the Karana ocean was greatly agitated. By the grace of Lord Krishna, Arjuna had the unique experience of being able to see the very beautiful Karana ocean.
Accompanied by Krishna, Arjuna saw a large palace within the water. There were many thousands of pillars and columns made of valuable jewels, and the glaring effulgence of those columns was so beautiful that Arjuna was charmed by it. Within the palace, Arjuna and Krishna saw the gigantic form of Anantadev, who is also known as Sesha. Lord Anantadev, or Sheshnag, was in the form of a great serpent with thousands of hoods, each one decorated with valuable effulgent jewels, beautifully dazzling. Each of Anantadev's hoods had two eyes, which appeared very fearful. His body was as white as the mountains of Kailash, which is always covered with snow. His necks were bluish, as were his tongues. Thus Arjuna saw Sheshnag form. He also saw on that very soft white body of Sheshnag Lord Mahavishnu was lying very comfortably. He appeared all-pervading and very powerful, and Arjuna could understand that the Supreme Personality of Godhead in that form is known as Purushottam. He is known as Purushottam, the Supreme or Best Personality of Godhead, because from this form emanates within the material world another form of Vishnu, known as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. The Mahavishnu form of the Lord is also called Purushottam, Purusha Uttama, because he is beyond the material world. Tama means darkness and Ut means above, transcendental. The Uttama means above the darkest region of the material world. Arjuna saw that the bodily colour of Purushottam Mahavishnu was as dark as a new cloud in the rainy season. He was dressed in very nice yellow clothing. His face was beautifully smiling, and his eyes, which were like lotus petals, were very attractive. Lord Mahavishnu's helmet was bedecked with valuable jewels, and his beautiful earrings enhanced the beauty of the curling hair on his head. Lord Mahavishnu had 8 arms, all very long, reaching to his knees. His neck was decorated with a Kaustubha jewel, and his chest was marked with the symbol of Srivatsa, which means the resting place of the goddess of fortune. The Lord wore a garland of lotus flowers down to his knees. This long garland is known as the Vaijayanti garland.
The Lord was attended by his personal associates Nanda and Sunanda, and the personified Sudarshan disk was also standing by him. As stated in the Vedas, the Lord has innumerable energies, and they also stood there in their personified forms. The most important among them were as follows: Pushti, the energy for nourishment; Shri, the energy of beauty; Kirti, the energy of reputation; and Aja, the energy of material creation. All these energies are invested in the administrators of the material world, namely Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu, and also in Indra, the king of the heavenly planets, Chandra, Varuna, and the sun god. In other words, all these demigods, being empowered by the Lord with certain energies, engage in the transcendental loving service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Mahavishnu feature is an expansion of Krishna's body. The Brahma Samhita confirms that Mahavishnu is a portion of a plenary expansion of Krishna. All such expansions are non-different from the personality of Godhead. But since Krishna appeared within this material world to manifest his pastimes as a human being, he and Arjuna immediately offered their respects to Lord Mahavishnu by bowing down before him. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam that Lord Krishna offered respects to Mahavishnu. This means that Krishna offered obeisances unto none other than himself, because Lord Mahavishnu is non-different from Krishna himself. This offering of obeisances by Krishna to Mahavishnu is not, however, the form of worship known as Ahanggrahopashana, which is sometimes recommended for persons trying to elevate themselves to the spiritual world by performing the sacrifice of knowledge. Such persons are also mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Jnana yagyena japyanye yajanto mam upasate.
Although there was no necessity for Krishna to offer obeisances because he is a master teacher, he taught Arjuna just how respect should be offered to Lord Mahavishnu. Arjuna, however, became very much afraid upon seeing the gigantic form of everything, distinct from the material experience. Seeing Krishna offering obeisances to Lord Mahavishnu, he immediately followed him and then stood before the Lord with folded hands. After this, the gigantic form of Mahavishnu, greatly pleased, smiled pleasingly and spoke as follows. My dear Krishna and Arjuna, I was very eager to see you both, and therefore I arranged to take away the babies of the Brahmana and keep them here. I have been expecting to see you both at this palace. You have appeared in the material world as my incarnations in order to minimize the force of the demoniac persons who burden the world. Now, after killing all these unwanted demons, you will please come back to me. The two of you are incarnations of the great sage Narayana. Although you are both complete in yourselves to protect the devotees and to annihilate demons, and especially to establish religious principles in the world, so that peace and tranquility may continue. You are teaching the basic principles of factual religion, so that the people of the world may follow you and thereby be peaceful and prosperous. Lord Krishna and Arjuna then offered their obeisances to Lord Mahavishnu, and taking back the Brahmana's children, they returned to Dvaraka via the same route by which they had entered the spiritual world. All the children of the Brahmana had duly grown up. After returning to Dvaraka, Lord Krishna and Arjuna delivered to the Brahmana all of his sons. Arjuna, however, was struck with great wonder after visiting the transcendental world by the grace of Lord Krishna. And by the grace of Krishna, he could understand that whatever opulence there may be within this material world is an emanation from him. Any opulent position a person may have within this material world is due to Krishna's mercy. One should therefore always be in Krishna consciousness, in complete gratefulness to Lord Krishna, because whatever one may possess is all bestowed by him.
Arjuna's wonderful experience due to the mercy of Krishna is one of the many thousands of pastimes performed by Lord Krishna during his stay in this material world. They were all unique and have no parallel in the history of the world. All these pastimes prove fully that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet, while present within this material world, he played just like an ordinary man with many worldly duties. He played the part of an ideal householder, possessing more than 16,000 wives, 16,000 palaces, and 160,000 children. And in that role, he performed many sacrifices just to teach the royal order how to live in the material world for the welfare of humanity. As the ideal Supreme Personality, he fulfilled the desires of everyone. From the Brahmanas, the highest persons in human society, down to the ordinary living entities, including the lowest of men. Just as a king Indra is in charge of distributing grain all over the world to satisfy everyone in due course, so Lord Krishna satisfies everyone by pouring down his causeless mercy. His mission was to give protection to the devotees and to kill the demoniac kings. Therefore, he killed many hundreds and thousands of demons. Some of them he killed personally, and some were killed by Arjuna, who was deputed by Krishna. In this way, he established many pious kings, such as Yudhishthira, at the helm of world affairs. Thus, by his divine arrangement, he created the good government of King Yudhishthira, and there ensured peace and tranquility. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 89th chapter of Krishna, the super excellent power of Krishna.
Chapter 90, Summary Description of Lord Krishna's Pastimes. After returning from the spiritual kingdom, which he was able to visit personally with Krishna, Arjuna was very much astonished. He thought to himself that although he was only an ordinary living entity, by the grace of Krishna, it had been possible for him to see the spiritual world. Not only had he seen the spiritual world, but he had also personally seen the original Mahavishnu, the cause of the material creation. It is said that Krishna never goes out of Vrindavanam Parityaga Padam Ekam Na Gachati. Krishna is supreme Mathura. He is more supreme in Dwarka, and he is most supreme in Vrindavan. Krishna's pastimes in Dwarka are displayed by his Vasudeva portion. Yet there is no difference between the Vasudeva portion manifested in Mathura or Dwarka and the original manifestation of Krishna in Vrindavan. In the beginning of this book, we have discussed that when Krishna appears, all his incarnations, plenary portions, and portions of the plenary portions come with him. Thus, some of his different pastimes are manifested not by the original Krishna himself, but by his expansions.
Why Arjuna was puzzled by Krishna's going to see Karanarnavashaya Vishnu in the spiritual world is fully discussed in the commentaries of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur as follows. It is understood from the speech of Mahavishnu that he was very eager to see Krishna. It may be said, however, that since Mahavishnu took away the Brahmana's sons, he must certainly have gone to Dwarka to do so. Therefore, why did he not see Krishna there? A possible answer is that unless Krishna gives his permission, he cannot be seen even by Mahavishnu lying in the causal ocean of the spiritual world. Thus Mahavishnu took away the Brahmana's sons, one after another, just after their births, so that Krishna would come personally to the causal ocean to retrieve them, and then Mahavishnu would be able to see him there. If that is so, the next question is this. Why would Mahavishnu come to Dwarka personally if he were not able to see Krishna? Why did he not send some of his associates to take away the sons of the Brahmana? A possible answer is that it is very difficult to put any of the citizens of Dwarka into trouble in the presence of Krishna. Therefore, because it was not possible for any of Mahavishnu's associates to take away the Brahmana's sons, he personally came to take them.
Another question may be raised. The Lord is known as Brahmanya Deva, the worshipable deity of the Brahmanas. So why was he inclined to put a Brahman into such terrible condition of lamentation over one son after another until the 10th son was taken away? The answer is that Lord Mahavishnu was so eager to see Krishna that he did not hesitate even to give trouble to a Brahman. Although giving trouble to a Brahman is a forbidden act, Lord Vishnu was prepared to do anything in order to see Krishna. He was so eager to see him. After losing each of his sons, the Brahman would come to the gate of the palace and accuse the king of not being able to give the Brahmans protection and of thus being unfit to sit on the royal throne. It was Mahavishnu's plan that the Brahman would accuse the Kshatriyas and Krishna would be obliged to come see him to take back the Brahman's sons.
Hare Krishna. The answer is that Lord Baha was a great Sri Krishna, that he did not hesitate even to give in middle, in reasonable, in trouble, in a Brahmana, although giving trouble, it was a Brahmana, is a four-ladder. Said Lord Vishnu was to do another. To do anything in order to see Krishna. He was very eager to see him. After this long and less of his not being able to see the Brahmana process on the day of the royal throne. It was Mahavishnu's place was at Brahmana and Krishna. And Krishna made should be obliged to come and to see, to take back the Brahmanas. Sons.
Take back the Brahmana's sons. Still, another question may be raised. If Mahavishnu cannot see Krishna, then how was Krishna obliged to come before him, after all, to take back the sons of the Brahmana? And the answer is that Lord Krishna went to see Lord Mahavishnu, not exactly to take back the sons of the Brahmana, but only for Arjuna's sake. His friendship with Arjuna was so intimate that when Arjuna prepared himself to die by entering a fire, Krishna wanted to give him complete protection. Arjuna, however, would not desist from entering the fire unless the sons of the Brahmana were brought back. Therefore, Krishna promised him, "I shall bring back the Brahmana's son. Do not try to commit suicide." So if Lord Krishna was going to see Lord Vishnu only to reclaim the sons of the Brahmana, then he would not have waited until the 10th son was taken. But when the 10th son was taken away by Lord Mahavishnu, and when Arjuna therefore was ready to enter the fire because his promise was going to prove false, that serious situation made Lord Krishna decide to go with Arjuna to see Mahavishnu. It is said that Arjuna is an empowered incarnation of Nara Narayana. He is even sometimes called Nara Narayana. The Nara Narayana incarnation is one of Lord Vishnu's plenary expansions, and therefore when Krishna and Arjuna went to see Lord Vishnu, it is to be understood that Arjuna visited in his Nara Narayana capacity, just as Krishna, when he displayed his pastimes in Dwarka, accepted his Vasudeva capacity.
After visiting the spiritual world, Arjuna concluded that whatever opulence anyone can show within the material or spiritual world is all a gift of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is manifested in various forms as Vishnu Tattva and Jiva Tattva, or in other words as Sphangsa and Vibhinangsa. Vishnu Tattva is known as Sphangsa and Jiva Tattva is known as Vibhinangsa. He can therefore display himself by his different transcendental pastimes in the portion of either Sphangsa or Vibhinangsa as he likes, but he still remains the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. The concluding portion of Krishna's pastimes is found in the 90th chapter of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And in this chapter, Sukadeva Goswami wanted to explain how Krishna lived happily in Dwarka with all opulences. Krishna's opulence of strength has already been displayed in his different pastimes, and now it will be shown how his residence at Dwarka displayed his opulence of wealth and beauty. In this material world, the opulences of wealth and beauty are considered the highest of all opulences, yet they are only a perverted reflection of these opulences in the spiritual world. Therefore, when Krishna stayed on this planet as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his opulences of wealth and beauty had no comparison within the three worlds. Krishna enjoyed 16,000 beautiful wives, and it is most significant that he lived at Dwarka as the only husband of these thousands of beautiful women. This is specifically stated that he was the only husband of 16,000 wives. It is, of course, not unheard of in the history of the world that a powerful king would keep many hundreds of queens. But although such a king might be the only husband of so many wives, he could not enjoy all of them at one time. Lord Krishna, however, enjoyed all of his 16,000 wives simultaneously.
Although it may be said that yogis can also expand their bodies into many forms, the yogi's expansion and Lord Krishna's expansion are not the same. Krishna is therefore sometimes called Yogeshwara, the master of all yogis. In the Vedic literature we find that the yogi, Sobhari Muni, expanded himself into 8. But that expansion was like a television expansion. The television image is manifested in millions of expansions, but those expansions cannot act differently. They are simply reflections of the original and can only act exactly as the original does. Krishna's expansion is not material, like the expansion of the television or the yogi. When Narada visited the different palaces of Krishna, he saw that Krishna in his different expansions was variously engaged in each and every palace of the queens. It is also said that Krishna lived in Dwarka as the husband of the goddess of fortune. Queen Rukmini is the goddess of fortune, and all the other queens are her expansions. So Krishna, the chief of the Vrishni dynasty, enjoyed with the goddess of fortune in full opulence. The queens of Krishna are described as permanently youthful and beautiful. Although Krishna had grandchildren and great-grandchildren, neither Krishna nor his queens looked older than 16 or 20 years of age. The young queens were so beautiful that when they moved, they appeared like lightning moving in the sky. They were always dressed with excellent ornaments and garments, and were always engaged in sportive activities like dancing, singing, or playing ball on the roofs of the palaces. The dancing and tennis playing of girls in the material world are perverted reflections of the original pastimes of the original personality of Godhead, Krishna, and his wives.
The roads and streets of the city of Dwarka were always crowded with elephants, horses, chariots, and infantry soldiers. When elephants are engaged in service, they are given liquor to drink, and it is said that the elephants in Dwarka were given so much liquor that they would sprinkle a great quantity of it on a road and still walk on the street intoxicated. The infantry soldiers passing on the street were profusely decorated with golden ornaments, and horses and golden chariots plied along the streets. In all directions of Dwarka city, wherever one would turn his eyes, he would find green parks and gardens, each of them filled with trees and plants, laden with fruits and flowers. Because there were so many nice trees and fruits and flowers, there were sweetly chirping birds and buzzing bumblebees joined together to make sweet vibrations. The city of Dwarka thus fully displayed all opulences. The heroes in the dynasty of Yadu used to think themselves the most fortunate residents of the city, and actually they enjoyed all transcendental facilities.
All the 16,000 palaces of Krishna's queens were situated in this beautiful city of Dwarka, and Lord Krishna, the supreme eternal enjoyer of all these facilities, expanded himself into 16,000 forms and simultaneously engaged in different family affairs in those 16,000 palaces. In each and every one of the palaces, there were nicely decorated gardens and lakes. The crystal clear water of the lakes contained many blooming lotus flowers of different colors, like blue, yellow, white, and red, and the saffron powder from the lotus flowers was blown all around by the breeze. All the lakes were full of beautiful swans, ducks, and cranes, crying occasionally with melodious sounds. Lord Sri Krishna sometimes entered those lakes or the rivers with his wives and enjoyed swimming pastimes with them in full jubilation. Sometimes the wives of the Lord Krishna, who were all goddesses of fortune, would embrace the Lord in the midst of the water while swimming or taking a bath, and the red vermilion of kumkuma decorated their beautiful breasts, would adorn the chest of the Lord with a reddish color.
The impersonalists would not dare believe that in the spiritual world there are such varieties of enjoyment, but in order to demonstrate factual, ever blissful enjoyment in the spiritual world, Lord Krishna descended to this planet and showed that the spiritual world is not devoid of such pleasurable faculties of life. The only difference is that in the spiritual world such faculties are eternal, never-ending occurrences, whereas in the material world they are simply impermanent, perverted reflections. When Lord Krishna was engaged in such enjoyment, the Gandharvas and professional musicians would glorify him with melodious musical concerts accompanied by kettle drums, mridangas and other drums, along with stringed instruments and brass bugles, and the whole atmosphere would change into a greatly festive celebration. In the festive mood, the wives of the Lord would sometimes sprinkle water onto his body with syringe-like instrument, and the Lord would similarly wet the bodies of the queens. When Krishna and the queens engaged themselves in these pastimes, it seemed as if the heavenly King Yudhishthira were engaged in pastimes with his many wives. Yaksharaj is also known as Kuvera and is considered the treasurer of the heavenly kingdom. When the wives of Lord Krishna thus became wet, their breasts and thighs would increase in beauty 1,000 times, and their long hair would fall down to decorate those parts of their bodies. The beautiful flowers placed in their hair would fall, and the queens, seemingly harassed by the Lord's throwing water at them, would approach him on the plea of snatching the syringe-like instrument. The attempt would create a situation wherein the Lord could embrace them as they willingly approached him. Upon being embraced, the wives of the Lord would feel on their mouths a clear indication of the conjugal love, and this would create an atmosphere of spiritual bliss. When the garland on the neck of the Lord then touched the breasts of the queen, their whole bodies became covered with saffron yellow. Being engaged in their celestial pastimes, the queens forgot themselves, and their loosened hair appeared like beautiful waves of a river. When the queens sprinkled water on the body of Krishna or or he sprinkled water on the bodies of the queens, the whole situation appeared just like that of an elephant enjoying in a lake with many she elephants.
Thank you. I'm going to finish there for now. Thank you all very much for coming. Thank you for association. And thank you to Srila Prabhupada for writing this wonderful book. A window into the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare, Hare. Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Oh Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Nath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Nayana Patagami Hare Krishna, Krishna. Can we have a mridanga player, please? Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath, Shri Radhe. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Shri Shri Gauranita. Jaya Gauranita, 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 Shri Shri Gauranita. Gauranita, Shri Shri. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Shishi Radha Gopinath ki jai, Janam Subramanian ki jai, Shishi Gaurita ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Not the first, but the second part is very much like Vrindavan devotees.
I go to the door.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Please.
I'll let you know. Say hi, Bob.
Thank you.
The chair right in front of the door. I guess they couldn't come inside. Right in front of the door, it's a little inconvenient to turn to the room. Where's the dustpan? They were okay? Yeah. Just shake this way for a second. Yeah, get it in there. You have enough light here? Yeah. Nice to have a little room. Yeah.
Very long.
They have a bell on this.
Yeah, I just saw this.
Two rounds. I didn't put the really light one on because it's not, it's like 20. Yeah.
No, I think that's- and he doesn't have a structure.
Let's make sure he's not choking me. Oh, it was a little funny like grabbing the popcorn snack like that. Yeah, that kind of just keeps everything in place, doesn't it? responsibility to cover if you can? Like maintain the standard?
And maybe it would be nice if you showed me again the ironing.
Okay.
So I'm sure if you remember.
Okay, sure. Happy to do that. Last time I showed, were you there? Linda was there, and we were joking around about it. You need a little more silver tutorial there.
Yeah, I'll ask her to send us a video, but maybe I can just watch it. But I did it not so long ago when you were filming it, so
It's quite a while, huh? That's okay. A little bit of a roll, a little bit of a roll. It's a nice way they did it. The size works out very well, doesn't it?
yeah.
Beautiful color, huh?
I love it.
Is this your bag here, the black bag?
Black? No. I have
It's very heavy.
no, then it's not.
We should put it outside. Tomorrow morning.
I think Robert's feedback is not changed yet.
What?
The feedback,
What about it?
it's not changed yet.
Should I do it, Johnny?
I can do it. Just the background and feedback.
I'll put it in. And you have to hand me the backdrop too, so I'll do that. I love this. I really love this. We had another desire tree today.
Yeah.
Who fixed the Velcro in the corner? Remember it was hanging off before?
Yeah.